say this one time. He said, Lord, I thank you for allowing your power to go through my hands so I can deliver somebody.
Yes.
Most people will get up there, ooh, I'm going to pray for Deacon Palmer.
Yeah.
Oh, did he shake? Did he shout? Ooh, he got delivered. No, if Jesus didn't deliver him,
That's right.
won't nobody be delivered.
That's right. That's right.
For what bulls and goats and heifers could not do, God sent his only son to be the ultimate sacrifice, the one and only sacrifice that's needed to save us from our sins. It's funny, I had to look this up, and allow me to just indulge me for a little while longer, because I know the hour is well spent. But I had to look this up. I said, Lord, why can't people see? Why do they have issues with their eyes? He said, it's the same reason why people can't see me today. They didn't let the light in.
All right.
Didn't he just say, I'm the light of the world?
Yeah.
What happens with your eyesight is that light is reflected through your retina back to your cornea, and it hits an optic nerve that is sensed, and it vibrates, and it has power, and it's an electricity that then calls in from your brain a memory. And I can say, oh, that's Henry's car across the street because I've seen it before.
Yeah.
People that have that impairment, that they either have a blockage or an optic nerve or something is damaged to where they can't see God. Or you can't see, period. That's what sin did to us.
Yes, all right.
It stopped. It put a blockage in our eyes to where we couldn't see Jesus as he was.
Yeah.
But I thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because one day you passed by me and you turned the light on.
Yeah.
And now I can see you.
Yeah, Lord.
So again, we go through this, not to go through the whole dissertation, but basically the man is blind. Jesus tells him, he spits on the ground, he picks up some clay, he rubs it on his eyes, he says, go wash in the pool of Siloam, which means sent, and then the man goes over there and he started singing.
All right.
When you're delivered from certain things, people don't believe it.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, you need to have a follow-up, or you need to do a checkup, or come see me in 30 days, or come see me in a year, because I see that there's nothing wrong, but I need to go back and check, and I need to confirm it.
All right. That's right.
But Jesus, when he heals, the chief physician, there's no need for a follow-up, because he has already made you whole. I think, so the whole part about this too is Mother Palmer talked about this morning. Jesus is not focused on your sins. He's focused on your needs. Then he focuses on your salvation. See, what happens in this two-pronged thing is God couldn't save the man until he allowed him to see him. Because he would have been impaired, or maybe not. He was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I can't. God wants to deal with the upfront initial issue, and then he can deal with your salvation and your soul. That's what he's really trying to get to. That's the end game. That's why sometimes when you have an issue, he heals your issue just so you can know that you can trust him and believe in him, and that he will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. So he's not concerned about that. Just because you can see naturally again doesn't mean that you can see spiritually. We need to ask for spiritual sight. We really do. Because we talked about that this morning. So many people are walking after fleshly things that they can't even get past the issues to even consider spiritual things and even walk in the newness of life. We need spiritual sight today. It's funny because this is the thing that God said to me. He said, you guys remember blind man Bartimaeus?
Yeah.
He was in Mark chapter 10. And he yelled out, he was like, Jesus, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus told me, depending on how close you are to me, determines if you have to get my attention or not. Those of us that have needs, that know Jesus, we ain't got to yell out for him. We don't have to cry for him because he's right here.
Yeah.
He talked about prayer this morning. We don't need an elaborate prayer. You just need to have, see, this is the key and essential thing that I learned on Saturday mornings. Here's my plug. It's not about standing in the sanctuary and having beautiful prayers and, woo, did Elder Nelson pray? No, I need to have a constant communication stream open to Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what prayer is about. It was funny, Bishop, because one Monday I came in and two girls were having a conversation and they was like, yeah, Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. I said, no, if I have a relationship with Jesus, I got Wi-Fi. I don't need to call him up. It's already in the air. It was like, that trumps everything we was just talking about. I want to have Wi-Fi with Jesus. So that's the thing that you have to realize. This man was just sitting there. Jesus was in such close proximity that he didn't even have to holler out. He didn't have to say nothing. Jesus knew what it was, and as he was passing by, he said, hey, this is what you need to do. Go ahead, wash in the pool, and this is that and other.
Yeah. Right.
Healing might not look like you think it should, but it's healing nonetheless. Thank you for yesterday, Bishop. Because that was a point that came out of yesterday. Bishop told the story, and then I'm going to sit down because I've been way too long today. Bishop told the story about my father yesterday, and I remember it vividly, but he told the story about the Sunday before my father passed away. And he said that he preached a sermon, and he said it was about giving God his standing ovation. And he preached the sermon, and my dad's leg was broke. So most people would have thought if he sat down and clapped his hands, he would have been okay. Jesus would have said, you know what, that's acceptable. But my dad got up off the seat, stumbling a little bit, and pushed himself up with his arm and said, I just wanted to give Jesus his standing ovation. 3 days later, he was out of here. Healing would have thought that, as he was standing up, the bones and everything that hit the cartilage would have came back together and he would have walked out of there. No, Jesus, he healed his soul. And allowed him to fall asleep. Your healing may not look like you want it to look. It may be, your diagnosis may stay the same, but as long as my soul is secure in Jesus, it doesn't even matter. Because this earthly tabernacle is going to go the way that it came. From dust we were formed. And from dust we're going to return. So I truly thank God. I thank God again. So we get to the place, God, and I'm just going to fast forward to this point. They go through this dissertation. Now all the people, they say, okay, did the man heal you? Who's the man? Where did he come from? Do you know where he is? Tell us where he is. The man had no idea where Jesus had went. He just knew that he was healed. They went and talked to the man's parents. Is this your son? Yeah, that's my son. Was he born blind? Yeah, he was born blind. Well, how do you explain this? I don't know. He's of age. You talk to him. And the man was afraid because he didn't know. He was like, all I know is one day I couldn't see, and this man Jesus walked by, and now I can see. It doesn't matter what other people think or report about you. All you know is that you had an encounter with Jesus, and you're not the same the way that you were before then. In my close, this is it. Jesus comes back and he talks to the man and he says, do you believe on the Son of God? The man says, I don't know who he is. Who is the Son of God? He said, you know what? Because you can see now, it's the person that you're looking at and the one that healed you and set you free. And then he said, you know what? Because I see and because you've explained it to me, Lord, I believe. And then he worshiped him. No matter what your situation. See, the Lord told me this. He was like, yeah, when I do the miraculous things, praise ain't good enough.
All right.
Yeah.
He said, because think about this. If you were born blind and you had this thing, this issue from the beginning of time, God has to do something supernatural in order for you to see again.
Yes. All right.
I know Shekinah glory sings praise is what I do, but when you get down to some real miracles that God does for you, you have to worship him.
Oh, yeah.
Praise is no longer an option when God does the supernatural for you.
All
He desires worship because he is worthy of worship.
Yeah.
So here it is. Jesus is passing by.
Yeah.
Jesus resided and resides in this place.
Yeah.
But he's doing a walk by you. Are you going to tell him what your need is? Are you going to audibly tell him, Lord, I need deliverance? Mother Palmer preached, yes, she pretty much preached it. But she told you this morning, whatever it is, let it go.
Yeah.
He says, cast your cares upon me. That's letting it go. That's actually tossing it to him. And saying, Lord, here it is. Take it from me. I was talking to my brother Aaron yesterday, and this is how simple it is. He said, you know what? He said, we always think we have to do so much to be saved. He said, we have to rest in Jesus and know that he's done the finished work of what it is that we need for him to do. If I have a sickness, if I have an illness, if he delivers me from it, okay, that's cool. But as long as my soul is delivered, then I'm okay with that. And I know that sometimes people want the healing and they have to be delivered that way. And God knows each and every one of our hearts. He knows that if he afflicts me with something, that I might be okay because I'm not going to turn away from him. Whereas somebody might be afflicted with something, and the only way that they really going to see Jesus is if he removes it. Look at Paul. He said, I saw the Lord 3 times about the infirmity or the hollow or the thorn in my side, and he didn't take it away. Because God knew that Paul, regardless of what was going on, was still going to follow him. So while Jesus is passing by, I thought about this song, pass me not, O gentle Savior, hear my humble cry. While on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Today's your opportunity for Jesus not to pass you by. He's here, he's available. He said, I came from heaven and I'm down here and I'm sitting in the midst. He said, I told Elder Nelson to preach and tell people that I'm passing by. Are you going to grab hold of them? Or are you just going to let them walk by? It's that simple. Again, I said it's about decisions. We don't know the day nor the hour when the Son of Man is going to return back for each and every one of us. My day could be this afternoon. But while Jesus is passing you by, don't ask him for frivolous things. Don't ask him for money. Don't ask him for this. He said the only reason why Solomon was the wisest and richest man that ever lived in this earth is because he asked for wisdom. Wisdom is the chief thing. He said, Lord, if you just teach me how to go in and among your people, make me wise. Then he was like, oh, because you didn't ask for all the other stuff. All this other stuff is added. As long as we get our souls right with Jesus, everything else is going to be added. And even if it isn't, I don't care. Because I have Jesus. He's the only thing I need. Saints of God, while Jesus is passing by, Grab hold of him.
Yeah.
Take hold of him. He's not unreasonable. He's not even to the place to where he doesn't want to talk. All he wants you to do is say, Lord, here I am.
Yeah.
It's me. I need you. Do not pass me by, Lord, because I want to be with you. Pray my overcoming strength in Jesus' name.